real-life people that I measured myself.
Let's
We'll not only see
go.
what each level looks like, but we'll also hear about what it feels like to
Damn.
live at
Whoa.
each level. I'll also show you where
Whoa.
the average male
That
and
if
female
you
is
saw it, you saw it.
as we
Innit?
go.
That
We'll
was
figure out
mad.
where
If you
you
saw it, you
fall
saw
and
it.
where you'd like to be, depending on your own goals, whether that's strength, health, or physique.
Okay, let's go, Jeff. Let's go.
This is
My
Joe.
name is
He's a
Jeff.
36-year-old dad, and before I show you his exact body fat percentage, this is what his life is
See,
like
guys,
day to
this
day.
is what you
I
don't want to
had
be.
low
My gym
testosterone. Like my
people,
free
this is what you don't want to
testosterone
be
was like
like.
90, like
But
90.
at least he
It
has a
kind of like
breast
made
trim.
sense of like my lack of motivation, my lack of ambition.
On bioelectrical impedance,
See, that's the
or
DEXA scan I
BIA,
was
Joe
talking
came
about on the
in at
left-hand side.
50.7% body fat, and on DEXA, he was
Uh, I'm
45.3.
scared to
So
look
your
like
body
that.
fat percentage was 45.3.
No way.
I'm like
Well,
15 and I
that's
feel like
actually
shit.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's bad, but like
He said he wants to get that down to 25% by the end of the year, and I'm going
He
to help
can
him
do
step
that
by
with a
step
lot
with
of
that.
hard
So you
work.
need to
He can
be
go from 50 to
around 100
25 in a
kilos.
year
That's about
with a lot of
220
hard
pounds.
work.
If you want some accountability, we're here.
yeah.
We can get you back in a year from now and see where you're at. Okay, and this is
He'll end
Alexis.
up
She's
paying
a
money, I
19-year-old
promise you.
university student.
See,
She's
even though she's a woman, she's no wait, what? Even though she's 50% body fat, she doesn't look as bad because
said
she's a
that
woman.
day to
She
day,
doesn't look
she
as
feels
bad.
pretty good. What's your energy like in the gym? Like, do you feel good?
In the gym, honestly, yeah. I love going to the gym.
Alexis measured at 47.2% on BIA
She's
and
actually got potential.
48.2%
She's
on
got
DEXA.
potential.
And she told me that while she feels fine and doesn't struggle much in terms of day-to-day activities, for her long-term health, she does want to get down to a
Nah,
lower but still
that little
sustainable
eyebrow
body fat
raise is
percentage.
crazy at
I want to go
50%
back
body
to
fat.
when I
That's
was like
crazy.
comfortable and confident
Imagine her
every single day.
confidence when
Yeah.
she's like
I spent my
50,
first
you
year
know,
at university
20%.
and it was not a good time. I was eating a lot. I feel like my body has changed so much over the last year. Like I almost don't recognize myself. That's probably the like toughest thing.
Not everyone at this level had the same goal, though.
Okay,
As
Daniel,
Joe,
let's
he had
go.
one of the coolest motivations for losing weight
45.1%.
that I've ever heard.
I want to skydive.
You want to skydive?
Yeah.
Skydive.
Okay, that's a new one. I have not heard that
You know, I
before.
keep
The
forgetting
weight
that
limit for
Jeff's
skydiving
American.
is 220 to 240 pounds.
That's a
So
lot of
over the
weight
next
to
year, I'm
lose,
going to help
though.
him get there. Let's give you like a year and 2 or 3 months.
I agree. He needs
You're
over
going
a
to come
year for
back
that to
here,
guarantee
get on the
it.
DEXA scan,
I would give a
and
year
then
and
you're going to
three
book your
months or
skydiving,
something.
all right? I'm not going
Because
to
the
do
thing
it.
is, you're thinking like, oh yeah, he can lose X amount every month and it will be simple. But weight loss doesn't really work like that. You're not just gonna like be a robot and be amazing. Take it from someone who knows.
Really?
Yeah, I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of heights. I will film you though. For long-term weight loss, I think having a purpose that speaks to you is
Definitely.
crucial,
He
especially if
doesn't
you want
look
to
as
lose a
bad as
lot
the
of
other
weight,
guy, I
which
don't
can
think.
feel overwhelming. You
The
need
other
to have a
50%
good
guy, this guy.
reason for why
Because he's
you
got a
want
bit
to
more
do it.
muscle than
What
that guy.
is fueling this for you?
Like I've got two children. Like I've got a 5-year-old and 8-year-old. My boy's 5, and like
See, I'm
his
not
sole
having kids
purpose is to like
anytime
beat me up.
soon.
It's
Hell
like
no.
he's
Hell
way
no.
stronger than me. He wants to beat me
Oh,
up.
You just
damn.
can't let him do that.
I don't want to eat too
In the
many
quickest way
bagels like
possible.
this guy, too many double XL
So
Go
Krispy
off with that.
Kremes.
Just beat up your son.
He
yeah,
looks like he's got 100 caps like
And
Krispy
because
Kreme.
Would you believe me if I told
That
you
guy looks like he's got 100
coffee
caps
is
like
probably
Krispy
one of
Kreme.
the healthiest things in your
because weight loss often takes longer than people realize, a
It
lot of people
does.
do struggle with staying motivated. A lot of people want to find motivation, and the thing is, like, it comes and goes, right? And the key to be able
See,
to run on
nah, he's a dickhead. I'll tell you why he's a dickhead.
motivation,
No, no,
the
no.
thing is, like, it
Why is he putting this guy next to this guy? He is a dickhead.
comes and goes, right?
Uh,
And the key to be able to run on that is to get the habit set up. So
for
it's
God's
just like
sake.
brushing your teeth, right? Like it becomes something you do. You build that
He is right,
trust in
though.
yourself
He's
over
right.
time that you're gonna actually execute on those habits. While speaking with people at this level, I realized that even simple day-to-day activities can be a struggle.
I'm always tired. Like I'm not like I want to sleep all day, but
See,
I'm
that's the
always
problem. You eat
this is
double
the heaviest
XL
I've ever been.
bagels,
It always
your
feels like a
energy
battle. Like
spikes
I'd
up and
lose
down, you
weight and then I
feel
would like
tired.
get back and then some.
Not a
Put
good
on your
cycle.
shoes is
You
like
gotta break that shit.
it's just uncomfortable. I never really care so much about my appearance.
Damn, is
It's
that
just about the things I can do if I was not as big.
And what I found most interesting was that they assumed that if they could just get down to the leanest
nah, the guy on
level,
the right's a
single
dickhead as
digits
well,
body
you know.
fat, their
He's
exhaustion,
coming here
energy
for flex. He
crashes,
knows his
the whole
body
thing
fat. That guy
falls away.
obviously
I'm
knows his
sure I
body
would feel a
fat.
lot better like this, right?
But
See, he's such
interestingly,
a
as we'll
dickhead.
see,
I
if you
could
go
never do
too
that,
far
you
in
know.
the other direction, these exact same issues come back around again. In
Damn.
fact, if you get super lean, it can get really bad.
I know my body is hard and I just can't get to sleep. And when you're that lean, it's like the wind blows and you're awake and you're not getting
That's
back to
true,
sleep.
you know. I've been so tired and cutting so much that I can't even sleep.
A little later, I'll show
But
you
that's the
just how
cost, isn't
bad
it?
things can
Getting
get
lean
at a
isn't
very
like an
honest level.
optimal
Because
thing for your body, is
unfortunately,
it?
an incident occurred between two subjects after filming that might have had something to do with mood changes that can come with extreme levels of leanness.
JB?
Okay, well, we're gonna have a problem then?
First, before we see what 40% looks like, I
No
want you to take a
fucking way.
guess at what body fat percentage the average man is, and
Nah,
what
that's
body fat
mad.
percentage the average woman is in the United States. No cheating by skipping ahead. I'll show you that a little later,
That's
so
mad.
keep your guesses in. What body fat percentage
See,
is
that
the average
Asian
man,
guy's
the
in
average
good shape.
woman
That's
in the
probably the
US?
shape you want to be
Okay,
in.
this is Hamanish, and he
Okay,
measured in at
40%.
40.7% body fat on
Bro,
BIA
he doesn't
and
look that much better than the other
37.2%
guys.
on DEXA.
That's still
Now,
really
keep in
bad.
mind, these numbers are very accurate.
Again, he's got a
DEXA
fresh
is
trim
often
though,
considered
so
the
you know, I let
reference
him off.
standard for body composition in exercise science research
I
and
don't let him
clinical
off, really.
practice. It's very precise, and a 2020 review suggested that
See,
DEXA
Jeff's
and
good with this. He'll
MRI
bring up the
are actually
evidence.
comparably
He'll
accurate
bring up the
for measuring body fat.
irrefutable
And when combined with
evidence.
BIA, what I'm going to show you has tighter control and
Do you know
higher
what? I'll be honest.
precision
I haven't
than
heard of
most
BIA,
published
but I've heard
exercise
of
science
DEXA.
studies, and it's going to be way more reliable than the online body fat charts that are out there, which use way less accurate tools and sometimes pure eyeballing, which can be
Underwater weighing.
way off,
Never heard of
especially if there are
that.
differences in lighting. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what each level looks like under the exact same lighting.
This
Okay,
is a
so
good video. I'm
at
excited.
50%, you can see that at 40%,
Aren't you guys
the
excited?
waistline is down, the overall physique is leaner, but overall, body fat distribution is still similar. And this is Katie.
Oh, hello.
She's a nurse who just became a personal trainer herself.
See, she's
She
got
measured
good
in at
potential as well.
37.6% on
She just
DEXA
needs to
and
lose about
40.3%
5 to
on
10
BIA.
kilos, and she should.
40%
I'd
body
say
fat
like
on women
closer to 10
can look
kilos.
very different from
Same
person
with
to
the girl on
person,
the right. She
depending
needs to
on how
lose a
much
bit more,
muscle they
about 12
have and their
kilos.
individual body shape. And if we compare a male at 40% to a female at 40%,
See, a male at 40% looks shit, but a
lean.
female at 40%
That's because
don't
women
look that
store
bad.
about 10 to 12% more
Yeah.
essential fat than men, so 40%
Well, women
on a
store
woman
body fat in
is visually
different
more
places.
like
That's
28
why,
to 30%
exactly.
on a man. Men also tend to store more body fat around their stomach,
Yeah,
back,
exactly.
and neck, while women tend to store more body fat around their hips and thighs.
Exactly.
This is in part because estrogen promotes fat storage in the lower body, while testosterone promotes more visceral fat storage around the organs and
Jeff, you going
That's a trend
hard
that'll
with the
continue at
explanations. I
every
can't
body
lie.
fat level. At 40%, how you feel day to day varies a lot from person to person too. Katie said that overall she feels pretty good, has high energy, and her strength is solid.
Well, she's just become a
Matthew,
PT, so
who
she's
came
on the
in at
right track.
43.8%,
You don't have to worry
he
about
does
Katie.
struggle with
Even without
sleeping,
his help,
and
she'll
even
still
some simple tasks
get in
like
decent
putting on his
shape.
shoes can be difficult.
I definitely feel it with with sleep and stuff like that. I haven't been diagnosed with it, but I know why.
See, the thing is with this guy, like, he's got that like double chin effect, and I hate that.
Yeah, if I fall asleep on my back, I'm gonna wake myself up snoring. Being conscious of what shoes I wear. If
I'd love to have my own muscle lab like
my
he's
shoes
got
off,
one day.
sometimes it's difficult to just pop my shoes on, because I'm heavier.
At 40% body fat, men typically have a higher risk of cardiovascular disease and metabolic issues.
Damn.
But for women, the risk isn't as elevated. In both cases, though, exercising and eating a healthy diet can do a lot more than you'd think. Even if weight loss isn't occurring right away, research shows that exercise can still significantly improve your health, strength,
Well, of
and
course
mental
it will,
well-being.
yeah.
And if earlier you guessed that the average body fat percentage for an American woman is around
Americans are
40%,
fat, though.
you'd be pretty much right. Based on 2017 to 2018
Do you know how bad that
gains
is?
data,
Average
the
body
average
fat is
American woman
40%.
is
Do you
about
know how bad that is? It should
49%
be
body
like
fat.
15
Okay,
to
now
20.
we're down to 30% body
All
fat.
right, now
And
it's
this
going to
is when
start to get
things really
interesting.
started to change. This is Septarshi, and he was 30.1% on BIA.
See, he
and
doesn't look
33.3%
that bad.
on
He's
DEXA.
actually got some muscle, but he needs to lose a ton of fat, though.
Okay.
All right. But keep in mind, 30% can look quite different depending on your structure and how much muscle you have. Septarshi measured in at 33.3%, and Greg measured in at 32.5%.
They look the same to me, even though they're different.
So almost exactly
They're
the
different
same.
heights and that.
But
They look
Septarshi had
roughly
97 pounds
the
of lean
same.
mass, and Greg had 150 pounds of lean mass. At this level, how much muscle you carry can have a big impact on
Yeah, but I don't think the guy on the right looks any better than the guy on the left.
I feel like you were really disappointed and you were not. 30% is
The
what
guy on the
some
left's
call
also
the
younger,
dad
so he
bod
wants
look.
to
Assuming you
look
lift
better.
weights, you should see some visible muscle outline in your arms and legs.
Yeah.
But you're not quite lean enough to see a whole lot of detail or separation.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to
Assuming
see
you sleep well,
separation.
eat healthy, and exercise, your energy levels should be pretty solid, and your performance in the gym
How's
should be
man
good
eating
too.
a
I
chocolate
almost
bar?
like the way
What's
I
this
look a little bit with the
different?
fat on.
Yeah, hey,
Come
Gives me
on,
the
man.
size, right?
I actually like that look too. But if you don't have those healthy lifestyle habits,
Come on, man.
30% can definitely feel uncomfortable. And for men,
I couldn't be
30% is still
30%.
above what most
As
health
soon as I get
organizations
anything near
would consider
20, I'm like,
optimal for long-term health. And if earlier you guessed that the average American male was
I need to get
30%
to like
body fat,
8% this
you'd
year.
be pretty close. Based on 2017 to 2018
Americans are
data,
fat, though.
the average American male is about 27% body fat. So if you're a man with 30% body fat, you'd land right here. About 40% of men have a body fat percentage higher than you, and about 60% of men have a body fat percentage at or below you. So if you're at this level and you'd like a smart nutrition app that can coach you to a leaner physique,
Let me
try out
guess.
MacroFactor. Nippard owner, we've got over 400,000
Macro
users.
factor. I'll give it a try. I'll give it
Free
a try.
trial in the description box below. Okay, so this is what 30% body fat looks like on a male, and this
I'll
is
give
what
my
20%
review
body
of
fat looks like on a female.
that.
This is Brecken, and she measured at 28.4%
See, she looks
body
good.
fat on
She looks
DEXA
good.
and
But she could be
28.2% body
slightly
fat on
leaner, but she
BIA.
looks good.
So just a little under 30%. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, this is a healthy and sustainable body composition for a lot of women. Your body fat percentage,
See, she looks good.
28.0.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so you're obviously squarely within the healthy.
Yeah, look at Jeff getting
Once you
close.
account for female essential fat, 30% on a woman is about the same as 20% on a man. Here, energy levels and performance in the gym tend to be great.
I feel like I wake up with a lot of energy, especially compared to my partner who I live with.
And 30% on a woman.
Yeah, that
is more than
disappointed
most
Jeff
people
when she
realize.
said my
I
partner.
just feel like we hear 15, 10, like we hear such low numbers all the time. I think someone would look at you and be like, oh, you look amazing. But they wouldn't think like 28%.
The pictures on Google too, they're so different. I'm like,
Right?
it shows 30%, and I'm like, that is not everything that I think.
Exactly. That's why I want to do this, to
They're
give
both
people like
taller
an
than you.
updated
Just
standard.
putting
In the
that out.
USA, if you're 30% body fat as a female, suddenly only about 10% of women are leaner than you,
Is
and about
the
90% of women have a higher
yeah,
body
but
fat.
we want to be
So
in the
we're
top
just past the
1%,
halfway
man.
point
That's
on our
it.
journey from
We need to be in
50%
the top
all the way
1%.
down to 5% body fat. And here, at 20%,
Alright, now it's
starting
getting
to lean
juicy.
out. Based on my time on the internet, most people seem to think that a male at 20% body fat looks something like this. But it actually looks like this. This is Jay, and he came in at 20.8%
5'11".
body fat on DEXA and 18.6% on BIA. So yeah, really close to 20%. And you'll notice once again that even at the same body fat percentage,
See, they have
this
some
can
like
vary quite a
ad
bit depending on
outline,
your
but it's
bone
not
structure
quite
and
enough
muscle
to
mass.
step on
Nicholas
stage
came
or
in at
anything.
19%
It's
on
not like a
DEXA,
beach, but it's
but
almost
because
like
he's
a beach
shorter
body,
and carries more
basically.
muscle, his 20% looks quite a bit different from Jay's 20%. And I'm shorter than both of them, and 20% on me looked like this. Last year, I
Yeah,
worked up to 20.6% body fat.
because he's got
and
love
still got
handles
physique.
though.
You see, just because you're 20% doesn't mean you're going to look or feel like someone else at 20%. We all have different genetic set ranges where our bodies are most comfortable. 20% body fat for me actually feels too high. I felt sluggish and bloated. For me, my body's a lot more comfortable and performs better in the 10 to 15 zone. But that
I need them
set
single
range is
digits
highly
this year.
genetic.
That's what I
It's a
need.
little
I need
different for
single
everyone.
digit
For
body
some
fat
men, it's a bit
percentages.
higher. Let's say 20 to 25%. If they try to get below 20%, they start to feel hungry, depleted, and low energy. In that case, I think maintaining a slightly higher level at around 20% is actually smart, so you avoid constant yo-yo dieting. Assuming you lift weights at 20% body fat, your arms
Okay.
and shoulders will have some noticeable definition.
Yes.
And under good lighting, you should even see the outline of your abs when you flex them. For men, research shows that this can be a sustainable and healthy body composition to maintain. For most people, energy levels and performance in the gym should be really solid. And if you're 20% body fat, you're probably leaner than you think. Only about 12% of men are leaner than this.
See, this is
in the
US, but in the
So,
UK,
if you
like,
get to 20%
there's
body fat,
loads of
you're
people
actually
under
in a very
20% body
small
fat.
group.
Even
And
in
for
my
women,
gym, like,
this
there's
is what
probably
20%
20,
body
30
fat looks
guys,
like. This
including
is
myself,
Christina, who's been
of
training
course.
consistently for over 10 years, and she measured at
She looks good.
21.4% on DEXA, 17.5% on BIA. Here, you can definitely see visible muscle shape and more definition through the midsection.
Yeah.
For some, this level of body fat will be lower than where your body is
I've seen
comfortable.
Lena.
For
She's not
others,
stage
this can
ready,
be
but she
healthy and
looks good.
sustainable. You are
Same with her. But she looks really good for 47 though.
10.3% body fat.
Stop it.
But given that 20% is where a lot of pro-female athletes sit, I was a little surprised to see that some women still thought 20% was a bit too high.
No, like I want to look
Like
Yeah.
You can be 20%, but if you don't have the muscle, it's a bit like me at the moment. Like
Remember,
body
50%
fat wise,
of
I'm
female
kind of
is
lean,
closer to
but
10%
I'm not because I
on
don't have the muscle.
And here's
So
the thing.
I'll put some
For
pictures
women,
of me below
20%
at
body
the
fat
moment.
in the US, less than 1% of the female population.
It's about where your
is lean.
standards are as
Actually,
well,
only
though.
about 2% of women in the United
2026
States
has to
have
be
a
the
body
year,
fat
guys.
percentage under
My
25.
gym
So
peoples.
unless you're genetically very lean or you want to maintain a certain level of leanness for your sport, this is about as lean as most
Yeah,
women
that guy
can
on the left looks
realistically sustain
uncomfortable
and
around
hold
women, though.
while still feeling healthy
Jesus
and performing
Christ.
optimally. All right, next stop.
So you're telling me I can straighten my
It's
teeth
true, though. He
in
does look
4 to
uncomfortable.
6 months from just 38 pounds?
Now we're down to 15% body fat.
Okay.
This is where things get interesting. This is my friend Shamar.
Damn.
65 pounds since the
They
last
got
time I
the
saw
big
him.
boys
He
in
came
for
in
this
at
one.
15.3%
5'8" is cap.
on
He's way
DEXA,
taller than Jeff.
15.4% on BIA. At this level, you can
See,
see
his
clear
body
muscle
fat's actually
separation,
kind of high,
even some
but because he's
vascularity,
got muscle, he looks
especially in the
good.
biceps and forearms. Your abs will be clearly visible, even under average lighting, but I still wouldn't call this extreme leanness. I actually
Neither
think
would I.
most men should be able to maintain this level of leanness
See,
year-round,
the black guy
as long as
looks
you
way
train
better
hard
than this
and you pay
guy.
attention to your diet. It'll take
Because this
some
guy don't have
time,
as much
but
muscle.
it's
But
realistic.
even that guy
That
doesn't
said,
look that
if you have a
bad.
genetically higher body fat set range, you may notice hunger creeping in at around this level. So if you're trying to maintain 15% body fat,
See, he's built
you need to
muscle,
pay
so he
attention
looks
to your
good.
food
But
and
the thing
vitamin
is, when you build
There are
muscle, is you can
processed,
afford to
delicious
be a
foods
higher
around the house.
percentage of
You
body
can
fat
probably
because
quickly snack your way
you
up to
still look
20%.
good.
Your gym performance and strength should be really good at this level.
See, he doesn't really have
You
much
shouldn't
fat
have
in
to
his
suffer
back.
too much to get there, but you might be surprised. If you're coming from a higher level of
This
body
is
fat,
kind of what I
hitting
look like at the
15%
moment, roughly.
might take some serious dedication. 15.6.
15.6, man. Okay.
The thing is, if you don't have muscle and you cut, you're just going to look lean and skinny. Not lean, sorry. You're just going to look fat and skinny. You are going to be lean, but you need to put on muscle definition at some point. So after April's done, I'm defo putting on some muscle definition.
Yep. Yeah. No, I feel fine.
Well, then that's enough, right?
Yeah. You're right.
Still, if you have more muscle mass and you're genetically leaner, you might be able to cruise down to 15% without much struggle at all.
I feel way better.
Yeah.
I'm 25 pounds down.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, I'm too. My pops are better. My vascularity's
25 pounds is about
because you've taken your time.
11, 12 kilos.
You're still training super hard.
Yeah.
And
1 kilo is 2.2 pounds.
So when you get rid of the fat,
I never weigh anyone in pounds or weigh myself. I always do kilos. In the UK, we do kilos.
I know. Yeah.
Pounds is an American thing.
15% is leaner than you think. Only about 2% of American men.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't want to be like the other
For
98%.
women,
You want to be like the 1%.
looks like this. Meet Vanessa. She's currently training for a high rocks competition, which is a hybrid event that combines running and various exercise
She looks
stations.
good. She could have some more muscle though. She looks good.
7% body fat on DEXA, 14.8%.
Her legs actually
And like I
nice.
said, since women need about 10 to
Her legs are
12% body
toned.
fat just for basic survival needs, this level of leanness is typically only seen in serious athletes preparing for a specific event.
I think she could even be a touch
things
leaner.
can start to take a
And her.
negative turn, especially if you're sustaining this level of leanness for a long time.
Around her shoulders, she could
Your
do
hunger
some
hormones can
definition.
increase, energy can drop off.
See, as a fitness coach,
Staying this
always
lean
trying to
for
look
years
at,
can
okay,
also
how
cause
can I
bone mineral
improve
loss
someone?
and gut issues.
How's your hormonal health? It's sensitive. So I don't want to put extra stress on my system.
Okay.
Otherwise, my period will get kind of wonky, or like my sleep will get.
See, all this hormonal shit, like, we don't have to worry about that.
You seem to do fine at this level without any major issues. Still, for most women, 15% will be low, and sitting closer to 20% is
I've had days cutting though where, honestly, I feel like the world's
and
gonna
I
end.
don't know,
It's
I
really
think this
weird
is
how it
cool.
works.
2 of these people are the exact same body fat percentage.
That's
Which goes
mad.
to show that just because you have the same number as someone else doesn't necessarily mean you're going to look like
Yeah,
them.
but he's a man and she's a woman as well.
A YouTube personality.
If you compare the big black guy to a small
was
white
aiming
girl,
for,
what do you
said that was
expect?
sustainable for her was way too light compared to me. But because we were the same height and like had similar goals, I like pointed to her and was like, "That's what I should do." But
After this, guys, we're doing some pen game reactions. Stay tuned.
Even if you're the same height, weight, and body fat percentage,
After this video, I'm gonna have a pen game reaction out.
from someone else.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone truly is their own unique person, and you have to figure out what goal makes most sense for you.
Yeah. And what's most sustainable.
Exactly.
She kind of knows
At
what
this
she's
point, we've
doing.
gone from 50% body fat all the way down.
Alright, now it's getting exciting.
12%.
So there's only one guy at
He
8%.
came in at 12.
Oh, because there's no girl at 8%.
13.8.
This guy looks good. He could be a touch leaner though, just a touch less fat.
Very fit look. At this level, most men will have a fully defined six-pack with just a little
I
fat
wouldn't call
covering the
that a
lower
fully defined
abdominals
six
and a
pack.
little fat left on the lower back. But at 12%, you
But
should
he looks
be
good
lean
though.
enough to
He's
see
still
some
got a bit of
visible
fat around the front.
striations, especially when you flex under good lighting.
I want people to appreciate, like,
But he
they
looks
see
good
it
though.
as
He looks
a
good.
true 12% physique.
But that is
For
not
most
stage
men,
ready
your
though.
performance will still
But
be
that is
solid
good
in the
though.
gym, but to be honest, most men won't be able to maintain this level
See,
of
you
leanness
can't fully
without
see
some
the abs.
serious
There's not
discipline.
that
You'll most
separation.
likely need to track your calories or follow a
Oh,
meal
am I
plan.
being harsh?
Most
Let me
men
know if I'm
won't
being
just
harsh.
sit here without some active
I
dietary
say it like I look
restriction.
like
Some
that.
men will be able to
Again, I'll put
maintain
some pictures
12%
of me
or more.
below.
But for most men, this is about as low as you can go without feeling like you're constantly dieting. 12% body fat is lean.
I want to feel like
Much leaner
I'm
than people
constantly
realize.
dying.
In fact,
I don't like the
a
word
data
dying.
report of over
Cutting.
9,000
Because
American
the diet
men
indicates that
revealed
something's
just how
temporary,
many people
which isn't.
are actually below 12% body fat.
How many out of the 9,000 do you think were under 12% body fat?
90.
200. Maybe 500.
500?
500.
I think 90.
9,000 people, 400 people.
One person.
What?
What?
One?
One
Literally
person.
one person? That's
Isn't that
mad.
crazy? So it goes to show like how lean that really is when you compare it to the general
That's
population,
mad.
right?
For women, 12% is
Ooh.
virtually unheard of outside of bodybuilding stages.
No, she
At
looks
this
good.
level,
She's the
you're
best looking
just about
one.
down to only having essential body fat left. Performance
Her arms are
enhancing
bigger
drugs
than
are
mine,
needed to
I'm
get this
ashamed to
lean,
say.
and even then, strength and energy in the gym will almost always take a
See,
hit.
she could
Chances
compete.
are you'll be
Defo.
constantly thinking about food. Just ask Alicia here.
I crave a lot of chocolate. A lot of chocolate.
See, that's the
I
thing.
thought
To
I'd
stay
buy
at that
small bags of
percentage,
chocolate
she
chips, but then
constantly
I ordered like a
craves
really
food.
large bag.
Okay.
And I like craving them, and I was just like handful and like ate them, and I'm like, I don't even know why.
She
I
looks
did
like a
that.
man.
You are like me. That has literally been me the last week with chocolate chips
Yeah.
on oatmeal.
She's a pro bodybuilder, hoping to get back on stage soon. She came in
I
at
knew she competed.
12.2%
Not
body fat on
surprised.
DEXA, 14.7 on BIA.
So I'm just
That's
trying to
quite a
go
big
for a
difference
little
between the
bit. Then when I
DEXA
get
and the
home and I'm
BIA.
like,
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh my god, I'm hungry. I could eat the world. Like,
Yeah.
I want to eat everything.
Okay, on our journey from 50%, we've got a couple levels of leanness.
I need
left
to measure
go,
my body
and it
fat.
gets
I'm
pretty
actually
intense.
really
For
curious.
men at around 10% body fat, I've got 3 different examples. Nicholas came in at 10.5%, Ali at 9.0%, and my latest DEXA also came back at 9.0% body fat. At this level,
He's
you're
5'5".
fully
He's
defined,
short. I thought
and
I
you should
was
have
short.
visible
I'm
separation in
5'7".
all the heads of any given muscle. In all 3 of us, you can see a clear
I
outline
didn't
of
realize
the
he was
heads
that
of the
short.
triceps and noticeable striations through our chest and shoulders.
I
If you're
think
under
the guy in the
10%,
middle looks
your
the best.
midsection will be pretty ripped, and there shouldn't be any noticeable pouches of fat anywhere on your back or legs.
See, I'm not quite here
you can see
yet.
clear
I will be
separation
soon.
between all the heads of my quads and feathering in my back and hamstrings. 9% is very lean. I was even surprised that
See, I like that vein down the
9%
bicep that us
because
guys get.
arms
That's
look
what I'm
so
looking for.
shredded and vascular. I honestly expected
See,
it
this
to be
guy could
closer to
compete.
7 or 8%. But that's the thing. 9 to 10% is leaner than people think. The fitness community has said for years that
10 to 12, 10
is the healthy,
Athlete
lean,
X.
sweet
Shout out to
spot that
Athlete
women should aim
X.
for.
you can get all the definition that you want and still have performance capabilities without sacrificing quality of your life.
But I'm not sure that's true. Getting down to or just below 10% body fat usually requires a lot more sacrifice than many people are willing to make. And for the vast majority of men, 10% probably simply won't be sustainable without some serious dietary restriction and highly disciplined training. I do this as a career. I think I'm genetically leaner than most people.
He used to shave his chest.
10% was harder than I expected. But genetics are huge, and some people can maintain 10% body fat without any major issues.
I can definitely
How
maintain
do you
that.
feel day to day?
2026
Great,
is the year.
honestly. Now, like this would probably be my my default.
Really, the fact that you are performing well, you're feeling good.
I want to see the leanest guy, to be honest. I'm going to
Good, healthy
skip to the
percentage.
leanest guy. Where's the
Shape or
leanest
yourself.
guy? Because we've seen the majority of the video. I am a skipper, I'm afraid. I even skip songs on Spotify. But I want to see the leanest guy.
At the gym group, we've got loads of top quality equipment for the 10 eggs for breakfast group. For just 50.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Jeff?
Let's
A
go.
bit better, so 15 to 20%. And since the body fat charts currently online really aren't the best, here's one that I put together using the real life subjects in this video.
Did they already show the
But
other guy?
honestly, if you're trying to get healthier, I think rather than fixating on a specific body fat percentage, you should focus on how you're
Where's
moving,
the
how you're
fight that they
training,
had at
how
the
you're
end?
eating, and how you're feeling. What matters isn't the perfect percentage. It's finding a range where you can live a healthy and balanced life. Body fat percentage is just one piece of the puzzle.
All right. That video's done. Pen game reactions coming up. Keep moving. Stay hungry.